Alrighty, I am here with Michelle Sachs, who works at Crime Stoppers. She's an amazing Crime Stopper. And hey, Michelle, do you mind if I use this video in any way I want for my Ignite Your Life project?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Michelle, you and I were talking before about summer road trips and that kind of thing, but tell me how you ignite your life. You've got 2 kids, you're a single mom. How do you ignite your life?
Well, in various different ways. I think the most important thing is to just disconnect and stay offline when you're spending time with your kids, and actually having dinner with your kids and talking to them instead of checking our phones. And I do that in a couple different ways. So here in town, one of our favorite things to do is to pick up food and go down to Herman Park. And we love to sit on the hill, and we sometimes will catch rehearsals down at Miller Outdoor Theater, which is kind of fun. We'll take the dogs out there, we'll throw a football around. My kids love to take their skateboards out there, and one of their favorite thing is something that we invented. We call it urban sledding. Since we don't have snow here in town, they use their skateboards to go down the hills around Herman Park, which they enjoy. So
wait, they skateboard down the hills?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And actually, if the walkway goes down, and it goes down naturally. So they start at one, and they sit on it, and they will literally just loop around down.
So tell me about your road trips, because that fascinated me. And you said how your kids don't bring electronics, and just tell me, like, this again is about how you ignite your life.
Yes.
But tell me about that and how that ignites your life.
So our yearly road trips that we take, we throw the kids in the car, and the first 2 years, one of my friends and I did this. She has a daughter, and I have 2 kids, so we thought it would be fun. So we do not allow electronics. We have our phones, clearly, and we typically have one computer, and we have our iPad, just because we typically have to look things up. But the kids don't have anything with them, and there is a television in the car, so we watch kind of nostalgic movies like Gremlins, or we'll watch Ghostbusters, kind of like 80s movies, right?
I love that.
That they didn't grow up with, but we did. And yeah, so we hit the road, and typically about 2 weeks, and we plan out as much as we have to. The first one that we ever did, which was towards California, we kind of just winged it. Every day we would book our hotel a day or 2 in advance. When we went up north and did Yellowstone, a lot of those hotels you kind of have to book way in advance. And so it was a little tough for us because we were kind of on a schedule, but we typically don't like to be on a schedule because you never know what you come across. And one just little snippet here, on our way west, we kept seeing these billboards for The Thing. You had to go see The Thing.
Oh, I know about The Thing, yes.
And we're like, oh God, we got to find out what The Thing is. So we go into this gas station, we pay our 50 cents a person to go see what The Thing is. And I'm not supposed to tell you what The Thing is because you have to go and find it yourself. But those little things, you know, because we would get really excited about it. And we would take fun pictures, and every night we would try to post like a little blog on our adventures of the day. And my kids look forward to it, and you know, when I ask them now, would they rather spend a week somewhere instead of traveling around, they will, before I even finish my sentence, say no, because they love to see how great the United States are. Every state has its own character, and just driving from each one. In one day you could drive through a forest, and next thing you know you're at a beach, or you're driving through the desert. So I think for them to be able to actually live it right on the road is amazing, and I know I love it. I didn't do this when I was a child, so a lot of the places that we hit I've never seen myself. So to be able to experience these things with my children is one of the greatest things that I've done.
And you said that you guys use Roadside America a lot.
We love Roadside America, yes, because you never know, especially because when you look up some of these cities online, they typically will highlight kind of the more touristy things. They sometimes leave out the things that we think are fun and kind of random. So it's an adventure. It's an adventure to find these little places in these cities that we've never visited before.
And I like also, just to kind of wrap it up, but another thing that you said was that when your kids are in school and they're learning about places like Yellowstone National Park, they can say, hey, we've been there.
Yes, my daughter definitely brought that up, that it's amazing to her now. You know, it's one thing to see it in books, But now when they learn about these places, like in her head, she can put herself there because she's actually been there. And the one that really stuck with her was Old Faithful.
Yeah.
You know, she said it just didn't seem so big in the textbooks. And then when we actually went, I mean, it was pretty massive. And to see that it's actually always going, it's always gushing. It's just, you know, a couple of times a day, right? It will erupt. And they were able to see it actually a couple of times while we were there. So that was one of her greatest memories.
Well, it's very inspiring, because I think that, you know, having you talk about that and the amazing road trips that you were telling me about that you do every summer for 2 weeks, that you can just throw your kids and drive for hours and miles, and you do it.
Yes, and you know, the one thing that people ask me all the time is, oh, I could never do that. How do you do it? You know what? You just do it. That's the only thing I can say. You don't think about it too much. You just do it. And you find little hotels here and there, and you explore. And that's the fun of it, is that you have to try to put yourself in their shoes and have fun with them.
And that's a great way to ignite your life. And just one quick thing about Crime Stoppers.
Yes.
Does that also ignite your life?
Absolutely. I think I have the greatest job on earth. My children think I have the greatest job on earth, and I love what I do here. I'm the Safe Schools Manager, and I'm out there trying to keep our kids and community safe. So yes, absolutely.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm sure road trips with you guys are a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.